listening to the unsigned and independent network of XRP Radio.
Happy Mondays. What's up, Zerples? This is Boom Smack on Pipe Dreams every Monday night on XRP. Hope you're having a good early start of your week and stuff. Yeah. So I just talked to Graham. He's on the way. He's a working man. All right, so we've got a lot to play tonight, so let's get to it. Going to start with part 1, Light, Long Ride Home, Black.Star.Muzic. Hey, XRP Pipe Dreams. Thanks for joining. So I totally made this cool Tiz like promo with a long, cool video of me talking and introducing the show and listing the bands I was going to play. And it was a tiny little video, right? Like 70 seconds. It took my computer an hour to upload, and then with like 30 minutes left after an hour of it saying it would be only another hour, I just decided I'll just not do it. So there's no video promo, but it must have worked because you're here. That was Black.Star.Muzic, and this is Dave Rivers. XRP's Pipe Dreams. That was Supernatural Power, Supernatural Power by Dave Rivers on Pop Dreams. This is Boom Smack. Okay, next is Insanity, and I don't know the band. It's like 77XE. How am I supposed to say that? Pipe Dreams.
Hey guys, this is Acazuz and you're listening to Pipe Dreams.
And that was Acazuz with Connected. Your Analog Coalition, You've Been Cheating. Next on Pipe Dreams XRP. You've Been Cheating, Analog Coalition. To Starry Eyes, Andrew McCarty. Pipe Dreams.
Now it's time for Dave Plays Himself.
So yeah, it's the bottom of the hour. I'm going to play myself. This is a brand new one. It was just finished today, actually. Although there's a chance that I may do a remix. I'll tell you about that later. But anyway, this is a brand new one. This is Candy Apple Black featuring Nick Wicker. It's like Nick's first song that he's done with me in like months and months. So I hope you dig.
I have witnessed this.
You are listening to XRP Radio, but you probably already knew that.
Lost myself again. streets of France. I was carried away on a sea of blue, lying next to you. Call my name, and I swear I couldn't hear. I lost your face by the menagerie, and wish for silence. Tick-tock whenever you're around. My heart goes tick-tock, tick-tock whenever you're around. On the streets of Spain, walked around in a sea of red. Called my name in the streets of Madrid, and you were drowned out by the noise. And I wish for to be tick-tock, tick-tock whenever you're around. My heart goes tick-tock, tick-tock whenever you're around. My heart goes tick-tock, tick-tock whenever you're around. My heart goes tick-tock, tick-tock whenever you're around. Goes tick-tock, tick-tock whenever you're around. My heart goes tick-tock, tick-tock whenever you're around.
To the United States of America, to the United States of America, shut up. Shut up. And if the hippies and the yippies and the disruptors of the systems that Washington and Lincoln as presidents brought forth in this country will shut up and work within our free system of government, I will lower my voice. I will lower my voice. The United States of America, shut up. And if the Black Panther Party will disclaim its publicized purpose of violence and overthrow of our elected government by force and will run candidates for election in the traditional democratic fashion, I will lower my voice. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. To the United States of America, I will lower my voice. To the United States of America, shut up. up. And if the hippies claim its publicized purpose of violence and overthrow of our elected government by force and will run candidates for election in the traditional democratic fashion, I will lower my voice. I will lower my voice. I will lower my voice. Purpose of violence, shut up. Purpose of violence, shut up. Purpose of violence, shut up. To the United States of America, I will lower my voice. I will lower my voice. I will lower my voice. And if the SDS and the RAM and the PLP will transfer their allegiance from Mao Zedong and Castro and the Viet Cong to the United States of America, I will subside to a more professorial tone. Shut up. I will lower my voice. Shut up. Shut up. To the United States of America. I will. I will lower my voice. I will lower my voice. That Washington and Lincoln as presidents brought forth in this country, to the United States of America, to the United States of America, the United States of America, shut up.
get needs and dreams and wants, and then I'll act.
You are listening to XRP Radio, but you probably already knew that.
People change, never stay the same. Losing faith in every single way. But I know it's gonna be okay. Getting by day after day. People change, never stay the same. Losing faith in every single way. But I know it's gonna be okay. Getting by day after day.
Cause you're so sexy and so cute and intelligent. Got the keys to my heart and you've got a key to my residence. Got a key to my car and you can keep them as evidence. Just to show you that I can change, even change for the better. And maybe we can stay together instead of me going crazy looking at your pictures daily. Does she love me, does she hate me? The only one that can break me, the only one that can make me complete. Only woman that I need to keep me up on my feet. You say we change and never stay the same. I wish I could say the same about the way you play the game. What a shame that we have to go and throw it down the drain. From the pain and the shame, but we'll go through it again. And the days when we would just go and jump on the plane and always be together whenever we fly away. You're a saint to me, but we did have problems so often. I was the one that caused them, so give me another chance, I'll take it day by day.
People change, never stay the same.
Never stay the same.
Losing faith in every single way. But I know it's gonna be okay.
Is it gonna be okay?
Getting by day after day. People change, never stay the same.
Never stay the same.
Losing faith in every single way. But I know it's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay.
Getting by day after day.
I'm trying to show you I can change, but you don't think I can. And yes, I did get jealous from the fellas on your Instagram. They're liking all your picture selfies of you sitting in the sand and soaking up the sun. And I'm the one that's stuck in England. You said you'd never leave again and I would never need a friend. I wish you would just speak to me, then we can be complete amend the things that needed fixing when it's me that needs to listen. So just tell me your conditions and I'll stick to your restrictions. Cause people change and never stay the same. And since that you've gone away, I'm taking my life day by day, trying to change. And it feels like I'm locked inside a cage full of rage. You took the key and then threw it away yet again. I've only got myself to blame, but you had to go put it out public on your Twitter page. Instead of you just ringing or telling me face to face, you had to raise the stakes and make me ache. I'm living life now day by day.
People change, never stay the same.
Never stay the same.
Losing faith in every single
way.
But I know it's gonna be okay.
Is it gonna be okay?
Getting by day after day. People change, never stay the same.
Never stay the same.
Losing faith in every single
way.
But I know it's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay.
Getting by day after day.
I think about you when I close my eyes and try to sleep. I think about the things we did together underneath the sheets. And every time my phone rings, get a message or I hear a beep, I'm hoping that it's you that's calling when I wake up every morning. First thing that I do is think of you, and now you're so important to me. Sorry for the stress and worry, I know it's not necessary, but the pressure's getting heavy and the feelings had to bury. Just knowing that you're not with me, living day by day.
People change, never stay the same. Losing faith in every single way. But I know it's gonna be okay. Getting by day after day. People change, never stay the same. Losing faith in every single way. But I know it's gonna be okay. Getting by day after day. People change, never stay the same.
Never stay the same.
Losing faith in every single way. But I know it's gonna be okay.
Is it gonna be okay?
Getting by day after day. People change, never stay the same.
Never stay the same.
Losing faith in every single
way.
But I know it's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay.
Getting by day after day.
it's gonna be a Tyson's fight. Illegal blows, head button, and I might just bite. Shit scuffed up my kicks and my Nikes is white. A price on your head, if the price is right, we'll leave a tag on your toe and your life expires. I'm tired of hearing niggas firing, ain't hitting nada. Strapped in the car, so I'm using a Bud Light bottle. Or maybe this glass I'm sipping from. You over there mugging me, well come get you some. Been in plenty fights, you've been in none. And word on the streets is you've been a punk. I guess he's mad cause he ain't fresh as him. Or maybe the liquor, it got the best of him. They should've told you not to mess with him. Stump him out till nothing's left of him. A vegetable, He ain't real cause he been to the clink, homie. He ain't trill cause he got ink on him. Yeah, you think he's real? Yeah, he's real phony. Man, matter of fact, dog, spill your drink on him. He ain't real cause he been to the clink, homie. Trill, cause he got ink on him. Yeah, you think he's real? Yeah, he's real phony. Man, matter of fact, dog, spill your drink on him.
Catch you with that ice on and I'ma turn on the defrost. Where I'm from, dog, we never turn that heat off. Send shells at your car and watch you speed off. I get money from bad bitches, you beat off. Use a has-been, getting money, never have been. I rob dope dealers till I fill up trash bin. I run musty with broken ankles and shattered shins. A better man with my paper thin, I come again. Getting money's in my blood, you can't get it out of me. I've been bummy and broken bitches wasn't jocking me. Nowadays I'm getting it in and ain't no stopping me. I got baby mamas and haters steady watching me. Your wife suck good dick, I keep her hair fixed. Break down the whole pound, sell nothing but nicks. Money in the bag ain't for me, it's for my kids. New kicks are for me to re-up and get more cake mix. You dig?
He ain't real cause he been to the clink, homie. He ain't trill cause he got ink on him. Yeah, you think he's real? Yeah, he's real phony. Man, matter of fact, dog, spill your drink on him. He ain't real cause he been to the clink, homie. He ain't trill cause he got ink on him. Yeah, you think he's real? Yeah, he's
Hey, that was Love Star with Mind Opener and a whole bunch of other electronica. Now I guess we're going to start the hip-hop part of the show, and Graham's here.
Oh, what's up, you cocksuckers? Just walked into the door late again.
Right out of the gate, baby.
Yeah, you know what? FCC doesn't control us.
No, they do not.
So I can say whatever I want.
You probably don't say fuck enough.
No, but the one thing that's not going to fly out of my mouth, any racial slurs, anything that punches down towards minorities or anyone that is actually being butt-fucked by the system or the government in general. I don't do that. I punch up, David. I punch down.
Well, I'm in trouble.
That's right.
Punch up.
Yeah, well, I'm just punching the face. You'd rather be punching the face and the balls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, I'm here, folks. I hope I can put a smile on all four of your faces. Yeah. And you know what? I'll get a little bit personal. I'm not having a good day. And you know why I'm not having a good day, David.
I do know why.
Yes. I'll make the
this time.
Right. But you know what? I'm not going to go into detail. But Andy Ball has been fired from our band. It is personal issues. I will not talk about that on air. Which, you know, I don't know the legality of if that's fucking slander. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know. If I was going around town, I don't know, like murdering people or doing good old fashioned down home raping. Do I have legal recourse because you said it on a internet radio show in front of like a handful of people from the UK? I don't know.
Well, I heard recently a guy suing Subway because the 6-inch sub is only 5.5 inches.
Yeah.
So I guess you could sue for any of
right. Well, I mean, we're all crazy about that. I mean, Jared Vogel was 3.5 inches, so who really cares? Yeah, well, they chopped his dick off in prison. That's what I heard. In a great mood today, folks. So let's go ahead and get some music into our ear holes. That's always always a solution in the potion to bad vibes. So let's go ahead and go into some stuff here. I'm seeing some stuff you haven't played today, which is good.
Some new shit.
That's good. That's good. We need to roll over, not play any favoritism here.
Yep.
So,
These are all free.
All right. And I know David's going to want me to make a decision because he's been making decisions for the past hour and 14 minutes. So let's go ahead and listen to Acazuz and Rasta Babylonian.
Oh, yeah.
Acazuz and Rasta Babylonian. That's the artist name. And they have a song called Martian that we're going to listen to right now here on XRP's Pipe Dreams.
Rasta Babylonian. Copy it down, Eagle. Listen, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Roger, 20. Now step off the landing. That's one small step for man. One giant leap for man.
Nothing to lose, everything to win. I feel like Mr. Kong when Mr. King had a dream. To hell with your pong. I just received a ping from a newlywed lesbian in need of a drink. Seeing is believing, I'm too faded to believe. But nature full of magic, she got tricks up her sleeves. My life is on the line, 180 degrees. So I square the circle, 360 degrees. See me wealthy beauty, Halava is a beast. Don't want her to cut in, like a wedding feast. I break your mental doors, get you out of frustration. We create the metaphors, intensely audacious. If you're not passive my passion. It's kind of everlasting, never going out of fashion. Planet Mars, honeymoon, the vacation. I'm the best man, the guru in the mansion.
Fashion, mama, everywhere we go. Fashion, mama,
top of the world.
Mama, fashion, everywhere we go. Fashion, mama, mama, fashion, everybody go. Fashion, mama,
top of the world.
mama, fashion, everywhere we go. Fashion, mama, fashion.
I never tell an idiot an idiom. It's like talking to the dead through a medium. I found the icebergs where my hat was. Tell the in-laws I'm an outlaw. I can't feel my face, Daft Punk. That's why my artwork is so Banksy. Her best cash crop, sold cash seeds. I'm singing in Latin, novice. The red planet to my backdrop. My ashtray is an asteroid. Let's kickstart like the car stopped. I'm a religion, a drug and a tabloid.
My shot, mama, everywhere I go. My shot, mama, top of the world. Mama, my shot, everywhere I go. My shot, mama, mama, my shot, everybody go. My shot, mama, top of the world. Mama, my shot, everywhere I go. My shot, mama.
You don't know the truth. The orchestrated Godfather educated you. Die hard, live easy. Light up, sip sticky. Old pussy lover, hickey, flag Madonna and her titties. Wow. Excuse my French, but I stay skimming. Pop a blackout pill, though I crave that feeling. Like all black denim at the all white wedding. Always set to go, like on your max ready. Hit a joint like smack, at the road like Jack. Give the world high five, up the miles, bye bye. I know how Neil felt when he did the moonwalk. Cause I'm a Martian, smoking up your jukebox.
My shot, mama, everywhere I go. My shot, mama, top of the world. Mama, my shot, everywhere I go. My shot, mama, mama, my shot, everybody go. My shot, mama, top of the world. Mama, my shot, everywhere I go. My shot, mama, my shot, mama, my shot, mama, everywhere I go. My shot, mama, oh, mama, my shot, everywhere I go. My shot, mama.
Hey, here's everybody doing, man?
Snuck up on me.
Yes. Yeah, Greg, reach up and grab you by the boo-boo, man. Tommy Chong here, man, and I can't understand if I'm high or if David's actually physically high, which, like, he is 7'2". It's really tall, man. You play basketball, man? He can't answer me because he's gagging. He can't. He's really high, man.
Over the weekend, I found a tall group on Facebook. It has literally never occurred to me in all this time to join a tall group.
Sounds kinky.
I just don't identify as that way.
Yeah.
So I joined, and there you go.
Well, he was looking for the furry page, and then he stumbled across the tall page.
Was looking for
Both are very sexual pages, folks.
love.
You should check them out if you're looking for something nasty. So that was Oak Zone and Rasta Babylonian with the song The Martian, yeah. Yeah, so that's what we were just listening to.
Yeah.
And we're going to go ahead, we're going to move on forward here. Yeah, and the band is moving on forward too. Andy Ball, very talented songwriter. We fired him. We let him go. He's no longer in here. And honestly, I mean, you know, when I talk about Andy, Andy doesn't, you know, very very essential thing to having a music career at all is being on social media in the modern era. You got to be on social media, and he's like a fucking Quaker, man. He's Amish. He doesn't get on Facebook, Twitter, or any of that stuff. Never on it. Spends all of his time like listening to like NPR episodes about like how we used to use beef talon for McDonald's fries. And that don't help your music career. Interesting if you want to write a song about beef talon. But anyway, we have to part ways with him. I already did hire someone that's fantastic. It's a friend of mine named Michael James, and that just sounds like a guy who plays bass.
It does.
You know,
What's he like?
you got it's like Michael Anthony, but Michael James. Love his name.
I also thought that Taylor had a pretty good bass player named Ryan Taylor. That was
Ryan Taylor.
Just sounds
yeah,
like a bass player.
Yeah, but
But Michael James.
No, I mean he's already been practicing the songs and the new stuff that we're doing, and long story short, we can't have somebody like Andy who he will not show up to rehearsal. So you don't show up to rehearsal, and you do a lot of other things that I won't say on air. That's how it happens.
Right.
So anyway, we're gonna move on forward with some music here. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about my problems to 3 people in the UK.
Well, actually, Tiz told me there's always more people listening than's in the chat box.
Oh, we'll get in the chat box.
Most
and
people listen, don't get in the chat.
Well, if you're listening and you're not in the chat box, get in the chat box and tell me how much you hate me.
Or request a song, or say hey.
Yeah, or request
request a famous voice. You could do that.
You know what? That's all I want. I just want you to come in and ask me what you want me to do as far as the voice. Just
I haven't
do that.
stumped you too many times.
Yeah.
Usually when I say a voice, you can usually
stumping.
do it.
Isn't that where you put somebody's teeth on a tree stump and stomp the back of their head?
Well, I've heard of curbing. Sounds like curbing.
Oh, you got that's a curb stomp. You just got stumped though.
Oh, stumped.
Yeah. You bit down like American History X and you kicked him in the back of the head, but you were in a forest. You weren't in Venice Beach. You were chomping down on a chopped up stump. And then you got kicked in the back of the head and you're dead.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It's not. I just made it up.
Oh, right.
What do you think? That's a real thing? You think these incoherent, psychotic ramblings mean something? No, they don't, David.
You know I don't get out much.
Well, if you don't get out, then you must get in. So let's get into the tracks.
Yes,
K-Buttons got a song, Larger Than Life.
Yeah.
Let's go into this hip-hop here on Pipe Dreams here on XRP. Let's have a look.
Exclusive. The best on the West.
Represent. Holla at me.
For the pictures, you loafing for the bitches. I'm hoping for you niggas, cause you floating with the fishes. They scoping for the sickest, I'm coping with the sickness. This Lord can be my witness, I approach him for forgiveness. For the sins I committed, with my brims and they fitted. Admitted I've been did it, take my pen up out the skillet. If the words up on the tablet to a beat, then I'ma kill it. From start to the finish, nigga, I'm the realest. Considered as the illest, and I'm all about my business, yes. Blessings, buttons is the chillest. Something that's exquisite. Washington Wizards. K is in the blizzard. Got the game in the grizzly. Nigga, I'm the shizzit. Science to you midgets. Cars mix it like the chemist. You ain't fucking with my physics. Paint these pictures vivid. My jewelry game's frigid. Honda or Ferrari. I ain't fucking with a Civic. So pay me like a visit. Or go under, call them bridges. Remind them of an image. Cause I push it to the limit. Yup. Just like with my cups, you gotta fill them up. The way we be killing stuff, you got to be filling up. Sing for me. I tell them, sing for me. Sing for me. Yeah, sing for me. Yeah, sing for me. Tell them, sing for me. Tell them, sing for me. Yeah. It's a shame the way that I be getting cash. It got these niggas real salty. Mrs. Dash. Why they talk about buttons like get this ass? But that's their mission crash. Whoa, cafe 611 Trina couldn't miss the ass. I feel that baddest bitch-ish. It's just the fast. Stay up on my solo. Stay with something polo. I get it for the low, so somebody send the shit to fab. I walk through desert storms on any given Sunday. day. Jody Poe, what's up, fool, and Snoop on the one-way. Fourth and Ave, we ain't supposed to brag about the gunplay. It's hottest shit around here, so listen to what son say. Shout out Moo and B, shout out Great T. What's good, Tunchi? What's hood, Jay-Z? When you mention them the greats, you better say me. I wouldn't say that I'm taking shots. I just speak what's on my mind, cause I think a lot. KB is on another page, please. And if you make it to my level, they'll raise me. NBA is the name that I go by. You know why? My marijuana lyrics leave me so high. Oh my, grim love to my hats, and if you oh lie, don't cry. I kill the game like no other, no lie. I kill the game like no other, no lie. Sing for me. I tell them sing for me. Sing for me. Yeah, sing for me. Yeah. Yeah. I'm out.
Have you ever loved somebody so much that you completely blind? Believe in everything they tell you, even though they lies. I had to carry that burden and nearly broke my spine, and everyone could see it. I just told them I'm fine, cause I didn't want to face the truth that you could do this to me. I used to call you on the phone, even though you let it ring. Now I'm making up excuses like she probably sleep, but deep inside it was killing me to know you on the creep. How could you do this? I thought that we was forever. Now the memories are killing me. Why you plot and be clever? And when I touch you, you just look away in pain, knowing that I'm dying. It's sitting hard in your brain, cause deep inside I know you love me, but it isn't the same. This train has left the tracks, we going our separate ways. Even though I'm begging, you walked away in your shame. Now I'm sitting here picking up the pieces of blame. A childhood crush that you needed to try, cause as the days grew older your love it grew quiet. Even though I was trying so hard you kept lying. I was madly in love and you was hella confused. I used to be on cloud 9, now I'm singing the blues, cause you came into my life and then you snapped it in two. But now I'm picking up the pieces and moving on over you. No more hurting, no longer gonna play the fool. I'ma bounce back, get it together like fuck you. Be a man, I'ma stand on my own and stay true, so I can make you regret using me like a tool. I hope you understand everything you had. I was a man giving you the world and everything in hand, and now I'm here stripping you of every memory you have. Go on and keep it moving, carry on, I'm never coming back.
So we were listening to K Buttons. That doesn't really sound like a rapper's name to me. That sounds like a character on a cartoon for children.
The song sounded like a super duper sample, like I Need a Hero or something like Wonder. Almost, it was weird, man. It was really weird.
Yeah. Well, weird is a word, but weird is also something I would describe with Tommy Wiseau's The Room. Yeah. And I love that kind of weird. But
plays himself.
Fucking Satan was backmasking.
Freddy is the devil.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, you're going to love my Halloween costume. David, are you gonna come over to the Halloween party November 2nd? We can't fucking play because we don't have
I'll
fucking...
still go to the party. I just think it would have been awesome if we could have... What if we could just do one song? Maybe we can learn one song just to wet their whistle?
You know what? We'll do one song. We'll do 2 songs. We'll do 3 if we can do it. Yeah. The whole point, though, David, is...
I'm coming, yes.
Well, yes, but... You know, the whole reason, yes, I would have loved to have played. That was the whole point. Yeah. But, yeah, how many times have we rehearsed this month?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. But you know what? We have a new bass player named Michael James. And he had already been practicing some of this new stuff. We have not played any new stuff that's going to be a part of our live show and our catalog.
Feeling like, dude? With Guyon and Michael James, it's starting to feel like the enthusiasm and the realness of the bands I was in the 90s. Like when people were really, really, really enthusiastic.
Well,
that's the scary
it's such a different time now, man. I mean, that was an era when, you consumed music at a store and on the radio.
Well, I mean, the enthusiasm of my bandmates was so hardcore.
Absolutely. No, but that's how it works, though. That's the only way for it to fucking work.
It's hard to work even when that's the case. So when that's not the case, you can forget it.
You know what?
You have to have a hard-on for it.
But if we're going to say it like that, in that case, everything's fucking hard. But what is going to have smoother terrain when you try to traverse this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the thing is that when people are on board and people want to do it, I mean, to me it's just a night and day thing. It's like you're either going to accomplish this or you're going to die.
Well,
you're not going to accomplish it.
That's exactly accurate. Another way to put it is, if you have everybody completely enthusiastic and completely a 10 on board, it almost plays itself. It's so easy. And if you have everybody who's half-assed, it's like pushing a fucking rope. It's not going to happen.
Well, that's the whole creative, the whole fucking creative process, which that needs to be in order before anything else fucking happens. The hard shit is just to get the fucking fan base. That's the one thing. It's just the actual engaged fan base. That's the work. So we're going to go ahead and start playing you some new elements of style. There's a whole fucking just dramatic fucking story going on here. With this band, Elements of Style. I don't know who's listening or who's a fan of this band or fan of Dave, fan of me, fan of the music. I don't know, but Elements of Style is going through it, y'all, and we're changing it up and we're trying to we're keeping this thing. We got wheels falling the fuck off of this thing. It fell the fuck off, and we're gonna put the wheels back on. We're gonna keep it going. So what are we gonna do here, David?
I just want to say that there's no bigger fan of Zach than me on this earth for his style of singing. Like, I was so fucking in love with everything he did vocally. So to be happy with the new singer just shows you how down I am with dude.
Yes.
Because it's not easy to replace that.
And
you could not do
no,
that.
Man.
But this guy's awesome.
This shit's not easy to do, David. To think up who needs to be. Okay? Yeah. Just let you know there. Let you know there, babe. Okay? Dennis Mallard, cha-cha.
It seems easy sometimes, but it never is. It just looks easy, but sometimes it's
no, you didn't fucking know him. But you know him now. Guyon Warner, the new frontman of Elements of Style.
The test group knew him. How weird is that?
Yeah, that's right.
Showtime.
But I was about to literally time it, and you cut it in there.
I fucked that up.
I was about to time it, and you were going to drop the song.
10 seconds what it is, and then we'll drop it.
Okay. Right, let me back up here. Okay. So what we're about to do is play new Elements of Style with a new frontman, Guyon Warner. But Guyon Warner is not referred to as Guyon Warner. Who is Guyon Warner referred to, David?
Mr. Emeritus.
Mr. Emeritus. There was Zach Fortner, a.k.a. Zach Fortnite. Our new frontman is Mr. Emeritus, Guyon Warner. Here with his song, Rebirth. You're going to love this one, folks. This is the new direction Elements of Style is going in, and you will enjoy it. Have a listen here on XRP's Pipe Dreams.
light. Okay, it's gonna be alright. So be alone with the morning light. I had to make an impact in just a minute. Mr. E be in it. Mr. E got the elixir. Yeah, the E is for enigma. Man, these beats are so delicious. I'm a man on a mission. My best friend she finna be iced out like the winter. See the shimmer, feel the shivers. I'm an instrumental killer. Finally, I admire the man in the mirror. Had to stop being a victim and start being the victor. New beginning, like when Adam and Eve were evicted. There's nothing to reconsider. I combat villains with vigor. No hellhounds can hinder me. I'm a winner 'cause I believe gold ain't the only thing that glitters. But if it's a goal, then I'ma go get it. Most people aiming for figures but can't even figure themselves out. So they rely on lies and liquor. But all they gotta do is get familiar with the God inside. 'Cause even the butterflies started as caterpillars. If you're hopeful, all of life's delights will deliver themselves. Still having to come in. Okay, it's gonna be alright. So be alone with the morning light. Okay, it's gonna be alright. So be alone with the morning light. At first, the song didn't have a second verse, but more of the truth is what the world deserves. Yeah, you gotta put in work, but more importantly, you gotta put in love. So when I make music, I put in more of me. The majority got the wrong priorities, 'cause normally they try to compensate with action, when really the forward force comes from the thoughts before and after. That's the basis of the law of attraction. What you think and how you feel are the recipe to what you think is real. That's for real. So what your thoughts you can do. Use resilience as a shield. Greet each new day with new zeal and feel a joy that no thief can ever steal. Gonna be okay, gonna be alright. So be alone with the morning light. Okay, it's gonna be alright. So be alone with the morning light. Okay, gonna be alright. So be alone with the morning light. Okay, it's gonna be alright. So be alone with the morning light.
You are listening to XRP Radio. But you probably already knew that.
Pipe Dreams, XR Penis.
it on.
Man, that was pretty groovy. What do you think of that? I never heard any Acazuz I didn't like.
Yeah, that's your ringtone, isn't it, David?
That is my ringtone.
Yeah.
If you call me, you'll
actually, it's David's ringtone for me, is that Acazuz song, Cold Swim.
I could give it
That's
to
how much we freaking love you, Acazuz. I hope that you listen to the show and you know that you really you should really be like internationally known. It's really a crime if you're an indie artist and you're not known in your country. Right. Well, he's from. I
don't know where what his country is.
Well, he sounds English.
He does.
So, or he might be Welsh, or he might be Irish, Scottish. Can't really tell because I'm a dumb Yank.
UK-ish.
Oh, I'm a stupid Yank under the Trump administration. Don't listen to me. But if you're not well known in the UK, that's a crime in and of itself. But I think that you would have such a crossover in the audience of America, even if you're not touring in America. I don't know enough.
Well, sometimes
Acazuz is probably playing the festivals. What the fuck does my old ass know about those dance festivals? I don't know. I don't know how to use Ableton.
I just can't believe he's not signed. I can't believe he's independent. Unless he just wants to be independent.
Well,
like
some people want to do that, but shit, man, we all got to pay bills, right?
Oh,
why the fuck do you think I'm late to this show all the time?
By the way,
take the fucking contract and make it in here. Go ahead, sorry.
Last week, Tiz on his show played NBA. I sent him that one, and he played it. And ALC, Admin Lady Cat, said that she really liked it, thought it had a major popular mainstream appeal. I thought that was cool. She didn't. She said it had a real major single.
Yes, I'm gonna actually do something really weird when we come back from this. Something that I usually don't do. But it's gonna be awesome. And no, it's gonna be way more awesome than that. But we're gonna go ahead and do one song.
Yeah, pick one of these three.
Let's go ahead and do CrashDollz Getaway Man, and have listen to that, and we'll be back, and we're gonna do our thing.
By the way, hey to John if he's listening tonight up in England.
John from England.
Yeah, he's a truck driver, lorry driver, and he's on his route. He listens to Pipe Dreams in the middle of the night over there.
John, thank you so much for listening. If you are, thank you for listening to the Dumb Yank Show.
He's a good redneck. John does. Because people would hear his accent and go,
John and
I
would
more English, and he'd go, burr, 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 burr.
Yes.
And he would talk redneck.
Yes, John and I would get along just fine.
Yeah.
Well, we love you, John. Thank you so much for listening to these two blokes in the east side of America, in the southeast United States, in Atlanta, Georgia is where we're located, and we do Pipe Dreams. Broadcast to the world. It's all you.
Under the rock.
That's right, under the rock, which is here in a house built on the side of a rock. Under a rock.
Dude, speaking of nothing whatsoever, I heard they want to remake The Three Amigos. How stupid is that?
You know what? My brother and my roommate were in Chicago this past week, and they saw the new Jay and Silent Bob reboot movie. We should watch it.
I would.
Yeah, there you go. I heard it's good. Anybody in the chat box, if you've seen it, let me know if it's good. Well, let's listen to CrashDollz Getaway Man here on Pipe Dreams.
It's our penis.
Put your hands in the air and let it slide. Get away.
Hey, this is Mike from MUTO, and you're listening to us on Pipe Dreams with Boom Smack.
Come on over to Malaya tonight.
music is like television. And the Spotify Top 50 or the / Billboard Hot 100 are like network TV. Actually, we might have already experienced the breakthrough these days with Baby Shark, which was so successful it's now on tour. Yeah, if you think about this song in the hit parade, the only one that will survive 50 years from now is Baby Shark, believe that or not. Do you think they're going to be playing all these hits with the 808, the bland pop songs, the evanescent Ariana Grande numbers, the hip-hop cuts with their diss tracks, with everybody trying to appear down and dirtier than their contemporaries, with no melody extant? This is where we've arrived. The modern music business began with the Beatles back in 1964 in the U.S., and we got the experimental free format FM, then the codification of FM into AOR, and then MTV, and then the internet, which is where we're at now. So before the Beatles, you were either on the radio or you weren't. You were known or you weren't. If you happened to have a hit, just one, you could tour for the rest of your life on it, albeit in smaller and smaller venues. But you'd broken through. You'd gotten a record deal. This was long before do-it-yourself, when you had to record in a studio and distribution was locked up by certain people. Never mind radio airplay. The scene expanded with free format, i.e. FM underground radio. Anything could be played. If it was perceived by the DJ and audience to be cool, could even be classical music. Then the scene was tightened up by Lee Abrams. So we had two scenes back then, FM and AM. The latter was forgettable little ditties, pop crap, all that. But good little remember some of that stuff, David. The former was a relatively wide breadth of rockers, though, but not as wide as it had been in the free format area, late 60s and early 70s. As for MTV, it blasted acts to the moon in the 80s. Forget that they fell back to earth almost as quickly. If you were on MTV, you were known by everybody all over the world. And with the advent of the CD, more money than ever was rained down on labels and artists. It was a golden age before piracy, before the techies and the internet broke big. Then came Napster. And everybody who had traction previously bitched about piracy and payouts, even though they were charging even more money for concert tickets. Then hip-hop decided to give it away with their mixtapes and SoundCloud, and now we're in the present, with the aforementioned Spotify Top 50 and the Billboard Hot 100. The industry and the media, they still believe it's the MTV era, that there's a thin layer of hits we all adore, that it's a walled garden that they control. But it couldn't be further from the truth. In the old days, there were only 3 networks, then ultimately Fox became the 4th. Shows had insane ratings, 20 to 30 million people, MASH. You could watch a show at primetime, 60, 70 million people could tune in for a finale. And sure, in the 70s we got HBO, but that was mostly movies and comedy specials until the 90s. Then HBO and Showtime started original programming. You remember Dream On? How about Gary Shandling Show? Love that stuff. Where Tom Petty was Gary's neighbor. Well, maybe you don't have HBO, never mind Showtime. But then came The Sopranos. Anybody watch Tony and the Family knew this was better than anything else, possibly ever on television. Suddenly people were talking about the show, noise got louder, and Sunday night was for HBO, baby. Network share ratings went down. And then, obviously with the advent of basic cable. Then Netflix flipped the switch to streaming, and you had options, and that's what it's about. That's what it's about. This, folks, is the Left Set's letter. I recommend everybody Google Left Set's, that's LEFSETZ, letter, and follow him. He will send you the most awesome emails ever.
When I think of AM radio, I think of Play That Funky Music, White Boy.
You are listening to the unsigned and independent network of XRP.